Hi, I want to talk about the ramifications of putting a piece of property or an asset into an LLC or a corporation, limited liability company or corporation. When you move the property, and lots of real estate investors are doing this because they've been told that the LLC will give them good asset protection, and actually it does. It's really cool. But it isn't without the fly in the ointment. When you move the property from your ownership into the LLC's ownership, it's now not yours anymore. It is a company's. Now, when you're the landlord and you own the property, you go to evict the tenant, you write up all the papers, you file them at the court, all of that sort of stuff, and you evict the tenant. No problem. You have the right to represent yourself in any legal matter. But when the property is moved over into the LLC or the corporation, that is no longer you. That is a company. And you cannot represent a company. A lawyer has to represent a company because there is no you. Therefore, if the tenant isn't paying his rent, you can't file all the paperwork and stuff to evict him. You have to have a lawyer come and do all that. Yeah, I know, you can do it better than the lawyer, but the rules, the union rules, bar associations, what they call it, say that you can't represent this entity. So that's a consideration when you're putting property into the LLC or the corporation from your ownership. Now, this is not a living revocable trust. You are you in a living revocable trust, and you have the right to represent the trust in court and everything else. Because as long as you're alive, as long as that trust is revocable, then it's you. As far as the courts, as far as the tax man, as far as everybody's concerned, it's you. So we're only talking about putting the properties into the LLCs, the corporations, the limited partnerships, the entities. Think about, though, what happens from the tax standpoint, insurance standpoint, and the legal standpoint. And there's another video on what happens to the insurance. This is Lee Phillips talking about LLCs and your rights to be the legal representative of that LLC. Short story, you don't have any.